All right, thanks for having us and allowing us to present our little skate park project to you guys. So we are, there it is. Yeah, so there we go. So we're Grindline Skateparks. We're a design build firm specializing in cast-in-place concrete skateboard parks. So just some general examples of our work. You know, we feel like we've done quite a few things with concrete, making it skatable, whether it's giant flow bowls shaped in the state of Texas, like you see in your upper left-hand corner of the screen, using different stamping and integral color to provide different skatable textures. You see the brick stamp work down in the lower left, incorporating things that we find in excavation, like large boulders, into the design and making them skatable. Skatable art projects. Down here you can see the frying pan with the bacon and eggs. We worked on this project with a pop artist, and this was kind of his vision that we brought to reality, incorporating integral lighting into the parks, LED lighting, and also trying to celebrate local identity. Here you see the Powerhouse Skate Park in Jamestown, New York. And it's the birthplace of the crescent wrench. So we did a crescent wrench extension, a skatable crescent wrench. Or Wenatchee, Washington, the apple capital of the world, we did this apple bowl here. So, and as far as this project, just kind of go over the process. And this is sort of typical of most skate parks that we do. Identifying the specific project goals, going out and conducting a site visit and doing a site analysis from that. Community input is always huge in the design process for skate parks. We host community workshops, and not only does that allow the community to share what they want to see in the park, but it also provides buy-in and helps promote stewardship when these things are completed. So then we get into conceptual design, do the 3D modeling, the pretty pictures, the renderings, all that sort of thing, cost estimating throughout each step. Construction documents and permitting. You know, these skate parks are a fun subject matter, but 99% of them are public works construction, so we have to deal with all the red tape. It might as well be a bridge or sewer treatment plant or something at that point, but anyways. And then on to the easy part, construction. So just a little bit about the project. So there was an existing skate park at Torguson, very outdated, not meeting the needs for the community, but it was kind of this iconic skate park because it was one of the first in the greater Puget Sound area. So we wanted to kind of celebrate that and make sure we went the extra mile on this one. And then again, we worked with the community to design a 13,000 square foot park with elements for all skill levels. Park consists of a one-of-a-kind flow bowl, a pool-style bowl, and a large street skate area to create 3 different skating experiences. And there's a progression of features throughout the park, and this is kind of a piece of our design philosophy we call the ladder of progression. And so it's not to segregate beginner, intermediate, or advanced levels. It's basically creating features that people can learn and hone their skills on, but are also fun for years and decades to come for the more advanced users. Park's open and getting rave reviews across the nation. A little bit about the concrete usage. So constructed with ready-mix concrete applied using the shotcrete method, and that's how we achieve those smooth flowing transitions, curves, and blends that are required for these types of projects. Using a 4,000 PSI air and train mix, all of our concrete is hand troweled to a buttery smooth finish. Obviously, also important. And also, you know, using the ready-mix process, we were allowed us to do several types of integral color concrete, several colors kind of playing off of. Just behind this park is this mountain called Mount Si, and we sort of played off of the rock colors from that and incorporated those as well. Real quick stats, again, 13,000 square feet, about 350 yards concrete. Construction took about 8 months, and that's not just for the skate park. There was a big paver entry area and things like that, and obviously getting into, if you look at the timeline, that puts us doing our kind of final flat work pours in winter in the Seattle area. So it's hard to pour flat work in the rain. Anyways, the players involved there. We'll get through everybody's mug shots here. Micah Shapiro was our lead designer on this one. I was senior project manager, kind of oversaw design and construction. James, project manager, focusing more on the construction side. You got Travis over there, who was sort of he was the owner's rep for the project with Skyview Metro Parks. Eric Pilcher, our civil engineer, and then Jamie Ingersoll with, formerly Cadman, now Heidelberg Concrete. Mike Swim was our foreman. Standing next to him is Mark Monk Hubbard, our founder of Grindline, who actually passed away a few years ago. And then, of course, our crews. We have, right now we have about 50 employees doing 14 builds across the U.S. So all the specialty work we do in-house, and guys kind of travel around as concrete gypsies from one project to the next. It's just a shot of the outdated original park here. And then again, just the public input process, how we host these workshops and show examples of past projects, gather input, blast the meeting flyers on our social media channels. Again, this is just some snapshots from above. That's the original park, starting with demolition. And just getting into the clearing and grubbing process here. Underground drainage, you can see all the trenches run, drain rock. And then starting the import fill process for the raised areas. And starting to get into some of the form work. Seeing the shotcrete here, we typically do all the shotcrete features first. We definitely take questions while this is rolling if anybody has any. About 30 minutes out. I don't know if anybody in here is Twin Peaks fans, but this is the area where. Yeah, for the house that it's yeah. Always. Yeah, our industry standard is just number 3 welding design. And then as we get into some of the details, structural requirements. The design profile for the shotcrete, depending on what kind of soil you're working with. There's the mouse. Well, I guess one challenge is the fact that we're traveling around to different regions and things like that where aggregates are different. So we have sort of a set of base mixes that we start with. But, you know, using a new ready-mix company you've never used before, and that's always a challenge. It's just right. Then just dealing with things like, you know, water table levels. Soil types that we have to over-excavate and bring in structural fill. And a lot of these are, you know, beneath the existing grades. Just figuring out how we're going to do that. Yeah, exactly.
Anybody else? One more in the back. Do we have a crack problem here?
What's that?
Crack problem. Do you have any problems with cracking?
It's definitely always a challenge just because we can't throw in expansion joints, you know, everywhere. So we're basically limited to construction joints and saw cutting, and not to mention the fact that, you know, these aren't warehouse floors or sidewalks that you can cut into a nice little grid, and no matter what, you have these complex radius curves and things like that. So you can control it, but just I don't know who else was in that seminar yesterday, but concrete is going to crack, and do your best to manage it.
But this particular park has very few cracks.
Do you use any type of fiber reinforcement or shrinkage reducing admixtures or anything generally? I mean, is that something that you try?
Occasionally.
Yeah.
But the fibers we stay away from just because we can't get the smooth finish as much, and we do pretty good with the reinforced concrete.
Very good. All right.